hold on. So it could be in the camera. So it could be in the camera. So it could be in the camera. Wow. Okay. I can't really talk that loud, so I apologize because right now it is really, really late. Just got done doing some work. Just got done playing games with friends, and now I'm recording this late at night. But, anyways, what's up, guys? It's your boy Power Rush here, back with a crazy video. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I have been asked to join another draft league. I have been asked to join another draft league on Pokemon Showdown. This time it will be in the ISL. Still ripping the same squad as you can see here on the screen, but we have a new team. So with this team, guys, is beginners. It's a beginners section in the ISL. So we're in beginners right now. Because, you know, we gotta work our way up, you know what I'm saying? This is our first time in the league, so we gotta work our way up. I was asked by my good friend KJ to join the league, who's in the TBA, so I appreciate you, KJ, for letting me go in. And our squad is kind of broken. In the draft, I was able to get first overall pick, right? And you know, I was really excited, you know, like I was happy, and I was like, bro, I don't know what to get. And then I look at the community tab for like the votes and everything like that for which mods they'll allow and which mods they don't allow. They allowed the most, or in my mind, one of the most broken mods in the game, if not the most broken mod in the game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my boy Melmetal. Now, we drafted Melmetal in the first round, first overall. What Melmetal does for us is it basically wrecks everything with double iron fist. Literally double iron bash, or is double iron? Yeah, it's double iron. I said double iron fist, double iron bash. So what the move double iron bash is basically a stronger dragon darts from Dragapult, and a stupid amount of damage, like crazy amount of damage, because it's boosted by iron fist, it's boosted because of stab, and it hits twice. So this mon is a complete and other monster, and it has a 30% chance of flinch. So this calc is gonna be crazy. Like 4 times resistant moves are doing, or 4 times resistant Pokemon to steal is still doing 50% banded, or maybe even outgoing. Like it's crazy, But we drafted Melmetal first overall. A little slow mon, but as you'll see with the draft, my team is slow, but we have some good support with it. So this team is synergized. I synergized the team around this Melmetal, and I hope and pray that it goes well, because this Melmetal will be broken as heck, bro. It'll be broken as heck. My mind's kind of all over the place, guys, because it's late, but I know you understand. But we're driving Melmetal first overall, and I know that I need to either pair it with something good, or I need to pair it with something good that supports it, and also take off one of Melmetal's checks / counters. So in round 2, I was able to get double picks, and as we were going, I was going down tier list. I ended up using one of my frees, and I ended up using one of my free agents, and I was able to get Rillaboom, and I was able to get Rotom Heat as support for Melmetal. So what Rotom Heat does, guys, is that basically it took away one of the best counters to Melmetal in the game minus, like, I don't know, like Zapdos or something. Like, not a lot of mons check this mon, but Rotom was one of the big checks. And Rotom gives me a Levitate mon that's not affected by Earthquake. It gives me a mon that has electric and fire coverage, which is very, very good on our team because Melmetal does not want to take a fire type attack. Rotom Heat takes that for us. Rotom Heat also gives us Volt Switch Initiative, which is really, really good, along with the addition of Heavy Duty Boost this generation, Rotom getting Nasty Plot, Toxic being available again. This mon is just going to be really, really good for our team, just overall in the chemistry of it. And also, we drafted Rillaboom. Now, they allowed Grassy Surge Rillaboom in this draft league. So what Rillaboom does for us is it supports Melmetal by having grassy terrain. Now, this is a cheaper Tapu Bulu, which I really, really appreciated because not a lot of mons got grassy terrain in this metagame, and Rillaboom was one of them. So what Rillaboom does for the team is that, like I said, it has grassy terrain, but grassy terrain's effects ups his grass type moves, but then also halves the damage of Earthquake, I think Bulldoze, and one other move. So my opponent is going to have to use less or lower powered moves, such as like high horsepower or something like that, to try to hit Melmetal. So instead of having Earthquake, and even though it's at like 95% or something like that, high horsepower has a chance to miss while Earthquake doesn't. So having that stigma in our mind, you know, Rillaboom is always a threat to come every single week, just because of that, to help Melmetal out. So Rillaboom also gives me U-turn initiative, so it also gives me a Volt-turn core with Rotom Heat and Rillaboom, and plus all three of those guys together make really, really good synergy. Rillaboom has access to Knockoff, has access to Drain Punch, has access to signature move Drum Beating, which basically is an 80 base power move that lowers the person's speed. It has access to crazy moves. It has access to Earthquake. It has access to high horsepower. So this mod is going to be really, really good for us, and also support Melmetal really, really well for those mods that really, really like the Earthquake and things like that. So with the next pick, I knew that I needed, for the next two picks, because since I was the first person to go, I always got the wheel picks of the next round. So for instance, there I drafted Rotom last of the second round, and I drafted Rillaboom first of the third round. So this next round is going to be my end of the fourth round pick, and what I picked the first mon picked in the fifth round. So what I ended up going is, I knew the team needed a cleric. So what I went to was a mon that's very, very good in what it does and also how it supports the team. Enter Vaporeon. Vaporeon is such a good mon. Its HP is so bulky, and its special attack is great. You can run as a cleric, obviously, that's what its main function is. And for those who do not know what a cleric is a person who can provide Heal Bell support for your team and Wish. Heal Bell basically cures all status, while Wish allows the mon to pass off HP to other Pokemon in your party. Say you like let off a Wish and then you switch out and then you bring in another mon from your party, it lives the attack, or the opponent doesn't attack. It gets the Wish and it takes that 50% HP of what it takes a 50% of HP of what Vaporeon's HP was. And then Heal Bell also clears status, so this was good for Melmetal in case it got burnt, Thunder Waved, or anything like that. It was good for Rotom if it got Toxic. It was good for Rillaboom if it got any status from all three statuses. it's just a really, really good synergy on the team. It also gives me Water Absorb Mon, which is really, really good for this metagame that we're in now with the Dracovishes running around. Because Dracovishes running around are scary. And I also picked up Piloswine. Piloswine is going to be a very, very, very good mon for our team. It allows us to have a ground type and ice type. Strong ice sharder. And with the Eviolite, this thing is a physical wall like crazy, with his HP stat being as high as it is. Base 100 attack. So like I said earlier, ice shards, things like that. Also gets access to high horsepower. Also gets access to Ice Crash. Gives me a stealth rocker for my team. And it allows me, it gives me a good ground type so that people won't go crazy on electric types, because what my team was lacking was an electric switching, and that's what Piloswine gives me. Piloswine also has a good ability in thick fat. Not even good, it's a great ability in thick fat. And what this does is basically halves the fire type damage and the ice type damage on Piloswine. So basically fire type moves aren't super effective against Piloswine anymore, they're just base damage, which is really, really good in this case. So with our next pick, we picked up Piloswine. And that leads us to moving on to our next two picks. Now, I like these two picks because they support my team really, really well and when I need it. As you can see right now, I really don't have a fighting type switch-in. What these next two picks provide for me is huge. We pick Comfy next. Comfy, I've been wanting to use Comfy. I drafted it in TBA and I dropped it and I hated it. So guess what, Comfy? We are running you back in the ISL. Comfy, you will be great for us because you know why? Because you are a late round fairy that is unappreciated. You have an ability called Triage, which basically allows any sort of like I think healing move, or yeah, I think like any sort of like healing move or recover or some sort of move like that basically gets +3 priority. So that means +3 priority Draining Kiss, +3 priority Giga Drain. This also has access to Aromatherapy and Heal Bell. And this mon is pretty fast. It's base 100. But the good thing is that you really don't need to run a lot of speed because of the priority moves, unless you want to get a fast Calm Mind on something. But what this does is basically it helps us revenge kill fighting types. Because once we come in, we basically revenge kill. Because unless they have like a Heat Train or something, you know, like something crazy, or basically any sort of like steel type, then Comfy just comes in and revenge kills, and you will get bopped. You will get bopped, bro, because this thing is disgusting if you let it get the boost that it can. Now, what hurt Comfy this generation obviously was the loss of hidden power. It could run hidden power ground for other steel types. It could also run hidden power fire for steel types. Mostly hidden power ground because it helped with Heat Train a lot, as I basically said. But overall, Comfy's gonna be great for us. It's gonna be fantastic for us. I just really, really like this team as it's coming out right now. I really, really, really like this team. And in the next slot, to fill up our second free slot, we picked up Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee gives me a cheap Unburden Mon. What basically the Unburden ability is that you basically have a hold item like a grassy seed or any sort of seed or anything like that. In this case, we would be using the grassy seed, that's why I said it. And whenever we come in, it uses that item if the grassy terrain is up, and it basically gets a plus defense or plus special defense boost, while also giving it its ability Unburden, which is whenever an item is consumed, it doubles its speed. So with grassy terrain up, Hitmonlee will be holding the grassy seed. It comes in on grassy terrain, it consumes the grassy seed and gets a +1 defense, and its speed is boosted by 2, or it's 2 times the speed, which in this case is really good with attacker like Hitmonlee. 120 attack, wide move pool like crazy, has basically all of the priority moves. It's a good it will, you can run spin on it, but you know, it's not an ideal spinner, but you could still spin. So plus it's a fighting type, which I wanted. It's a strong fighting type, frail, but it's strong. So I really did like the Hitmonlee pick up here. Gives me like priority, like I said, gives me Mach Punch, gives me Sucker Punch and everything like that, provides me a rapid spin, and it also gives me an abuser for the terrain. So as you can see, we're running like some sort of bulky offense right now with grassy terrain, and man, does it only get better. So with my next 2 picks, well actually with my next pick, because with my next pick we did something interesting. So in this draft you get to pick a mega, and I was dead set on picking either a tier 2 or tier 3 mega, because I didn't really see any worth in the tier 1 megas if it wasn't Mega Gallade, Mega Venusaur, or I feel like Mega Venusaur plus Melmetal would have been absolutely disgusting, but I really didn't see the use in that. Or I would get like Charizard X or something as like a hyper offensive core, but we went with the defensive route, and guys, this might be the nastiest duo of the entire league. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Mega Slowbro. Mega Slowbro is disgusting. This mon has 180 base defense, 95 HP, 130 special attack. It's insane. It's crazy. Like, this mon has a wide move pool. It got also access to some new moves through the DLC, such as body press and stuff like that. I believe. Not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. Probably might not be, but I thought I saw it, so we're gonna roll with it. But it has access to body press now. It has wide move pool with fire type moves, ice type moves, water type moves, things like that. Like, this mon is gonna be really good for us. And thinking of the bulk that we have on our team right now is disgusting. Melmetal can be bulky, Vaporeon can be bulky, Piloswine is bulky, Comfey to an extent can be like a bulky mon depending on how you run it. Mega Slowbro is just always going to be disgusting. It can be a clean setup sweeper. So we are good on that front. We are good on that front. And it provides us with a water psychic type, so fighting types really don't matter to us now. We have a Comfey and we have a Mega Slowbro. Since fighting types like to run physically offensive, these mons just kind of check it. And also a lot of fighting types also like to run special. Or a lot of fighting types run special or run physical, but for the special, the only one I can think of that's a really threat is a Keldeo. Mega Slowbro walls that. It literally calm eyes in front of his face and beats your entire team. So that's Mega Slowbro. And now we get to the free agents and my tier 5. So originally I'll start with my tier 5. So originally with my tier 5, I had Guzzlord because I had no dark type on my team at the time. My previous team was I had Halucha as a free spot, I had Selgor as another free spot, and Guzzlord. I didn't have a good dark type. I didn't have any of that. And I looked in the tiers, and I was like, man, like having 2 unburdened mons is fantastic. But you know, this is really about Melmetal. You know, it's not about having these unburdened mons going crazy. It's about Melmetal, because Melmetal was the thing that I wanted to showcase with this team that I will hopefully destroy everybody with. And this is where I look in tier 2 and I saw 2 mons that I absolutely adored. And I was like, okay, I need to drop Halucha and a Selgor immediately, because these 2 mons fulfill the roles that those 2 fulfill even better. And what I mean by that is basically supporting Melmetal. So filling out the final 2 slots of our freeze. I know I just said I was about to do my tier 5 one, but dang it, we're going to do our freeze because I'm excited about our freeze, because our freeze support the mess out of Melmetal. Ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing in Scolipede for the first out of the pair. Bringing Scolipede onto the squad. Scolipede provides us what a Selgor did at one point, but does it even better, because in this league you're able to access its ability Speed Boost. And what Speed Boost does is that every time you take a turn in a battle, it boosts your speed. So this team can low-key sweep on its own because its move pool is wide, with moves like Earthquake, Poison Jab, Aqua Tail, Mega Horn. You know, like, it's like this mon's insane. Also has 112 speed, which is really good. Base 100 attack, which is really good. But the main thing I looked for on this team was spikes and toxic spike support, which is what I really wanted for Melmetal, because Melmetal on some of the mons that don't get it done quite, like it has a chance to KO but doesn't KO all the way, Skull people make sure they always KO 100% of the time. Like, he will make sure Melmetal does not have a switch in to any of these mons, because if he gets one spike up and, you know, I speed boost up, like, it's over. So Scolipede is there for that, and I am super excited to use a Scolipede. I haven't used a Scolipede since Gen 5. Like, that's how long it's been since I used Scolipede. So I'm super stoked and excited to run Scolipede. I'm just excited to be creative with Scolipede. It's gonna be really fun to be playing with Scolipede again. And the second mon that we get from dropping Halucha and Selgor is my man Grimmsnarl. Shout out to Joey. Shout out to Joey Pokegame for the draft idea. I think I have the 2 mons that basically make up your team. Well, 3. The Melmetal, the Rotom Heat, and the Grimmsnarl. Except mine's not G-Max. But this Grimmsnarl is going to be really cool, because it provides dual screens for the team, and also providing a stronger dark type with really good attack, HP, and special attack. Lacking in speed, but it makes up with his ability Prankster, which allows any sort of non-attacking moves to go first. So you get Prankster Bulk Up, which boosts your attack and defense by 1. You get Prankster Screens, you get Prankster Taunt, you get a lot of Prankster moves. And its attack is 120, the same as Hitmonlee, so this thing is going to be hitting hard as heck. Like this is going to be nuts. Can you just think about speed boost plus screens, and then my 2 slow mons coming in? Come on, man. and sweeping. Come on, man. Like, that's disgusting. That's really, really disgusting. And that's why I'm really excited. Grimstar also has access to Sucker Punch as well, which is really, really useful to the team, and also pairs well with Hitmonlee in that regard with priority. Also gives me another fairy type, which is really, really good, because really, if you look at my first 3 mons on my team, the Vaporeon, or you look at this Mega Slowbro, Metal, and Rotom Heat, they really don't care about steel types, so that's good on that front. Poison types, not really either. Piloswine and Scolipede just kind of come in on those, and also Metal comes in on those as well. So this is really, really cool, man. I love this team. This team is really, really, really awesome. Like, I absolutely love this team, man. This team is great. I love this team so far. And the last but not least, I had Guzzlord as my tier 5, like I said. I don't know if I said it earlier, I might be rambling, but we're after Guzzlord tier 5. That's not a good dark type. I also wanted a dragon type on this team. Can't fit it on there. I wanted to go for another tier 1. But the 2 support mons helping Metal really, really, really help on Metal a lot. So we went with a person whose typings we do not have, but then also provides us with support in his own. So in tier 5 we picked up Armaldo instead of Guzzlord. I'll tell you the reason why we picked up Armaldo. 2 main reasons. Rapid Spinner, Stealth Rocker. Provides us with another Stealth Rocker for the team, provides us with another Rapid Spinner for the team, doesn't put all that burden on Hitmonlee to remove hazards. Also, with what this provides, is that it provides us with a strong Rock type Pokemon. I really, really like that. Armaldo is a sleeper. It can run Swift Swim on you. If you have Pokemon that run Swift Swim, has the ability Swift Swim, and also has a good ability in Battle Armor, which means that no crits will be done on it. And I just really, really like Armaldo because of his wide move pool. Also gives us Aqua Jet support, which is crazy. Gives us Stone Edge, gives us X Scissor. With its lacking speed and special defense, it makes up in its defense and attack. So I'm pretty excited to play with Armaldo again. I love Armaldo a lot. I use him a lot in the lower ladders. Whenever I used to play Showdown, like way back in the day, like 2 or 3 years ago. But yeah, man, our team is really slow, so that makes me nervous because this team is the definition of bulky offense. Like, this team is the definition of bulky offense, guys. You know me, I'm not used to running bulky offense. I like straight up offense. Guys. If you look at my TBA team, that's straight offense. That is straight offense with like a couple walls. This team is like pseudo wall with other walls and then walls with that. But I feel like this team is a lot more flexible than my TBA team, because this team, we can run grassy terrain 1 week and bop you with Hitmonlee and our Burning Mons, and then sweep you with Scolipede or something like that. Or we can go the bulky route and just beat you down with Mega Slowbro. Or we could just go Scolipede, speed boosting somebody. Or Scolipede could just sweep you on his own. Or we can run Trick Room. A lot of these mons are slow with under base 50 speed. And the main two attackers on my team are under base 40. So Trick Room is a viable option, which I'm pretty excited about. But I literally just keep on glancing over to the screen because my Pokemon Showdown is over here, and it's crazy because I started by looking at the moves that each of these mons got, but then I just stopped the Vaporeon and I just started talking. I'm out of breath, I'm out of water, because my water's right here and I have not drank it. Or drank it I'm using my grammar, right? Drink. It's late, man. It's late. It's late. I had a lot of stuff going on for school. It is what it is. Trying to get this video out for y'all. But yeah, hopefully you like the new layout as well, guys. Try to be a little bit more creative. Try to make it a little bit more colorful, as you'll see. But yeah, tell me how you like the team. I also plan on nicknaming these guys after animes, so make sure you comment down below what anime I should name it. If I don't have a name already, I might take a suggestion from the comment section, or just suggest me names for each of the mons. I want this draft league to be a little bit different. I want it to be a little bit more fun, a little bit more, because TBA for me is like serious. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really serious. Because my TBA games, I'm in majors, so that takes a little bit more time to prep, and you play, crazy people every week. Like, if you look at the TBA right now and look at everybody playing, it's just straight bloodbath. Like everybody is close, and like there might be a 6-0, and then there might be a 1-0, and it's coming down to the wire, and like nobody's safe, because you could drop one game and you could drop all the way down to the bottom of the standings. Like it's crazy. Like I know, like in my place, I think I'm like in like 4th place or something like that. Like if I lose by a good differential, then I could drop down all the way to the bottom, and that's not ideal. So we're trying to win in the TBA. We're trying to win in ISL. So with this team, we're about to go ham. We're about to go crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Guys, we are so close to 100 subscribers. So close. If you can, share this out to your friends, I would appreciate it. I'm trying to get more content out for y'all guys. I apologize for me being inconsistent. School has just been crazy. Finals have started up. But I promise you, once finals ends, which is this Saturday, for me personally, I will be going crazy on the videos, I hope, and doing new playthroughs. Also, if you guys do not follow my Twitch, because we are playing through Pokemon Solar Light Lunar Dark on the Twitch right now, and it is live. We are at the 5th gym badge, or we just beat the 5th gym badge, and training up some new mods. It's a ROM hack fan game that I really, really enjoy. A lot of people come out and support. So, I mean, YouTube folk, come on and support it. So, yeah, guys, like I said before, kind of rambling here, but let me know what you think about the team. Let me know about names, what I should name the mons. Thinking of a particular theme of anime that I want to name it after or something. But I think that's it. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed. But hey guys, love y'all. I'm out this thing. Peace.